Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is our Thursday afternoon Q&A session with KB Vision, and we will get started in just a couple of minutes here. We'll make sure that everyone gets a chance to get on. And looks like Terry's going to have the ability to record this today. Awesome. Very, very good. And we don't always get these live broadcasts recorded. So you know what? We're pretty much close enough to the top of the hour because there's some names I haven't seen before here coming in. What you might want to do to enhance your viewing is if you're in Mozilla Firefox. Okay, if you go up to the top left-hand corner, the File Edit View, when you click on View and the drop-down box comes down, you'll see full screen. So click on that, and then your toolbar up at the top will go away. If you need to bring it back for any particular reason, including when the broadcast is over, go back up to the far right-hand corner, and then where you have the X to close the window or the dash to minimize, that little square in the middle, you just mouse your cursor over that area and then click on that square, and your toolbar will be right back. If you're in Internet Explorer or Google Chrome, all you have to do is hit the F11 on your keyboard, and that will first of all take the toolbar away, and second of all hit it again and it will come right back. So again, that's just for your viewing enhancement. When we do our slideshows, like on our overview, Wednesday evenings we are only doing it once a week, 10 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Pacific Time, the same place, kbgoldevents.com. We do our live global video overview, and we have a brand new presentation that we put together that last night was only the second time we showed it, and it has all the up-to-date terminology and everything that, we've been progressing through this, so we've had to change some of the slides, and it's a very good recording. Great place if you're brand new to come and get the story live about KB Vision and the KB Group, and also when you're bringing new people, if they can come on the live one, that's the place to be. And then today is the Q&A session. This is where you get your questions answered, and we will always hear the latest and greatest up-to-date information. So with that, I show 12 p.m. Pacific Time right at the top of the hour. So with that, this is Cindy Belmonte here in Simi Valley, California. Welcome to our broadcast. I'd like to introduce Mr. John Alfiers, my good friend and business partner. He's in Northern California's Napa Valley, and he is going to introduce our guest today. John, over to you.
Thank you, Cindy. Ladies and gentlemen, every Thursday we do this, and we go back and forth with either Cherylanne Gober or Joe Norman, and today Cheryl is sitting in the seat, and there's some exciting times going on, Cheryl. You're ready to launch a big 3-week campaign here with the boys, and we always like to start with an update. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Cherylanne Gober out of Tennessee, and she is the queen bee here of KB Vision and certainly the U.S. and Canada and global business, to be honest with you. So, hi, Cheryl. How you doing today? Your hair looks great, by the way. I know you got your hair done last week, and that's why Joe was with us.
Right, and I appreciate Joe for doing that. You have to have a week to mess with it after you get it done. So, no, but it's been a good week. I appreciate him doing it for me last week, and I told him I'd take the next 2 weeks and let him have a little bit of time off. But it's going to be, we're getting ready for the trip, of course. We fly out Monday morning and coming to a city near you. We're going to start out, I think we fly into Atlantic City on Monday. We'll get there in the afternoon, try to get settled Monday evening. And then, of course, on Tuesday, we will be all around the hotel and Trump Casino. So if you want to meet us, Skype us. I'm going to have my computer with me. I probably won't have it out on the floor with me.
Cheryl, may I interrupt you a minute? What
Sure.
you're mentioning is so important. Perhaps we could lead people to the link at the very, very, very bottom, which is mykbgold.us at the bottom. And folks, if you click on that, you won't lose audio. You'll still be with us. But as Cheryl is going through the itinerary, you could look at it at the very top of the mykbgold.us. You'll see 5 links. The 4th one is U.S. and Canada Tour. If you'll click on that, and that way you could follow along with what Cheryl is saying. Cheryl, I hope that's okay, and back to you.
Well, we just lost her, so.
Oh, we just, yeah. Well, let's see.
So what we're going to do is, if you've opened up that link right down at the bottom, straight below the slide, straight below the chat box, you'll see mykbgold.us. Let's just go ahead and take a look at it. And I'll actually kind of go through a little bit of it. And this is really the information you need to have so that you know where the team is going to be traveling. And this, what I had mentioned on the Women's Perspective call last night, and by the way, if you didn't know, we have one the first Wednesday of every month at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We do the same phone number that the Breakfast Club uses. We do a Women's Perspective call, and that's only the first Wednesday at 8 p.m. And we were talking about this U.S. Canada tour, and to me, I'm envisioning it as a get motivated tour, and that's what I think this is going to be about to really get us going here. Looks like Cheryl's back.
Cheryl's back.
Well, I was trying to close some tabs, and anyway, I hit the wrong tab.
That happens.
It happens.
We've all done that.
Yeah. All right, we've got them open up on mykbgold.us on the U.S. Canadian tour. So why don't you go ahead and go through the itinerary again?
Okay, that sounds great.
Cheryl, it's really helpful too because it's not written down as far as when you'll be arriving each destination, when you'll be leaving. That way it gives people an idea of your availability and how accessible you will be, the whole team.
Right, and I don't have that right in front of me, John.
Okay.
I know Atlantic City, we're all coming in at different times. I think Joe's actually going to arrive on Sunday evening. So I think he's flying in the night before. I leave Nashville bright and early Monday morning. I think I arrive in Philadelphia around 1:30 or 2. And it's probably, I'm going to be picking up Lloyd, Andy, of course, Andy Morbitzer, Lloyd Merrifield, and Harold and Jimmy and Thomas Schreiner from the airport. I think their plane gets in around 4:30. So I will have them with me. It's about an hour to Atlantic City, 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. And so I'm sure that most of that evening, Monday night, will be just us getting in the hotel. You know, if anybody wants to come out Monday night and meet us there at the Trump Plaza in Atlantic City, please do. You know, we'll definitely make time for you. I'm assuming that by the time we get in our rooms and get situated, it'll probably be somewhere in the neighborhood, you know, when we're back downstairs, maybe in the neighborhood of 7:30, 8 p.m. Joe will have already been there, so if you want to come earlier, of course, he'll be there to meet and greet people on that Monday if you happen to be coming in on Monday. Live event, the meeting is going to be Tuesday. Every city, we tried to keep it simple. It's just going to be 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. The night that we're in your city. And we try to keep the time frame consistent there, no matter where you're at. But anyway, so we'll be having the meeting there in Atlantic City between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. There will be some light refreshments, and, of course, there will be a cash bar. And then we will get to hear Harold Seitz, the CEO of KB Vision, Thomas Schreiner, which is the sales and marketing manager, and my upline, Mr. Jimmy Larson, will be there out of Denmark. So, you know, come on out and meet them. They're great guys. I can't wait for everybody to get to know them like I've got to know them over the last couple of years. And, you know, we're going to have a good time. But Harold will be talking about the past, present, and future of KB. There will be some announcements. I cannot steal his thunder. I keep trying to get the basic format. I know that we'll have a meet and greet there at 6 o'clock. I don't know how long that will last. Every time I ask them, they pretty much tell me it's a secret. So they're even keeping things secret from me. I told them it's hard to organize something with their secrets. But anyway, But we will be in Atlantic City having that meeting. Will be available all day on Tuesday. Have the meeting Tuesday evening. We will be leaving, and I think we have to be back at the airport around noon on Wednesday. And we will be flying from Philadelphia on to Toronto, Canada. We arrive on 11/9 in Toronto, Canada. Again, it's pretty much the same format, probably in the evening after we get ourselves situated in the hotel room and available. We'll probably be available that the evening of the 9th. And then, of course, all day on the 10th, the meeting will take place from 6 to 9 p.m. That's going to be at the Airport Hilton in Toronto, Canada. We've tried to get most all of the hotels are right by the airport. It's convenient for those people that are flying in. And most people in the general vicinity knows where the airport's at. So that's the reason we chose most of the airport locations. But we are using Hilton for the majority of the meetings. But anyway, we'll be there at the Hilton, have the meeting on the night of the 10th from 6 to 9 p.m. Again, light refreshments as well as a cash bar. And anyway, we'll be there, and then we'll turn back around, fly out early on the 11th, and we'll be headed to Chicago, Illinois. So we enter the U.S. again, and we arrive there on the 11th. And same token, we'll probably, be available in the evening after we get ourselves situated. Again, we will be available all day on the 12th. The meeting will take place from 6 to 9 p.m. there at the Chicago O'Hare Rosemont Airport Hilton. So in most of these places, there will be something at the front desk showing you which meeting room that we will be in. I do have a few names of the meeting rooms, but most hotels, they pretty much do it and announce it like, a few days before. And but anyway, that information will be available at the desk or the lobby of each hotel. They will point you to the direction where we're at. Of course, you can call our rooms. You know all of our names. Mm-hmm. And if you need to get in touch with us, just call our rooms and leave a message on the voicemail. And we will try to touch base with you, wherever you're at there. We will depart Chicago on the 13th, early morning, and we will be headed to Vancouver, Canada, there, British Columbia. And we arrive there on the 13th. Will be available the evening of the 13th as well as all day on the 14th. The meeting will take place the night or the evening from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and then we'll turn back around and depart from Vancouver on November 15th. And we're going to head to Los Angeles from there to see you guys. And, it looks like Vancouver, Toronto, man, we're getting a lot of RSVPs on those two places, Atlantic City, Chicago. We have no idea how many people to expect. We've tried to calculate, and it could be absolutely standing room only in some of these places if the people come that are saying that they're trying to get there. But once we arrive in L.A., we are going to have a little bit of rest R&R time. We will arrive on the 15th. We will be available again probably that evening, and all day the next day on the 16th, have the meeting the night of the 16th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., and then we're going to be there a little bit longer. I think we chose Los Angeles and Las Vegas to be there for 4 days. And so it gives us a lot of time that if you want some special one-on-one time with one of the leaders, all you've got to do is let us know. You can either Skype me, you can email me. The same token with Joe Norman, Andy Morbitzer, Lloyd Merrifield. Who did I leave? Did I get everybody, all the boys in there? But anyway, so we'll be available there in Los Angeles for several days because we know we've got a huge base out there thanks to you, John, and Cindy, and Dave, and y'all have done such an incredible job in that area. Boomer, of course. But from there, on the 16th, on the 19th, we take off and go to Las Vegas. We will be staying at the Mirage. And they've got some incredible room rates the night that while we're in Vegas. I think Saturday night they do not discount that much, but on Sunday night and Monday night, I think the rates at the Mirage are something like $69 and $79, which is unheard of. I've been to Vegas a million times, and I've never seen the prices that well. So if you can go, make sure you can. We are going to take that Sunday off. We can have meetings, mini meetings, and different things like that, but the big event will be the evening of, I believe that's Monday night, November 21st, and the meeting will begin from 6 to 9 p.m., and we will also be there, or we will be taking off from there on the 22nd, and headed down to Dallas, Texas. We've got Kevin James Brown, and he's got a large group down there, so we're expecting a lot of people in Dallas. We will arrive on the 22nd. The meeting will be held the 23rd from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. We're at the Dallas-Fort Worth Lakes Hilton. That's going to be a fun place. You can go riding. So if you want to come out there, they've got stables, and you can actually go on a trail ride if you want to do that. So, that sounds fun. It's been a long time since I've been on a horse, and I don't know if I can still do it, but I can sure try. And from there, we take off and go to Orlando on Thanksgiving Day, November 24th. The meeting will be held on Friday from 6 to 9 p.m., and that's on November 25th. And, of course, after that, the KB staff will depart on Saturday, 11/26. So, fun time. We've got a lot going on in a short period of time, and even though that's 3 weeks of entertainment for us, it's going to be hustle and bustle because we've got people in every city out there that we cannot wait to meet face to face, and we're just going to have a great time. And I'm excited about this trip. I'm not excited about leaving my family, but I am excited about meeting all of y'all.
Well, Cheryl, I'm sorry, Cindy. Cheryl, and any plans for Thanksgiving?
Well, actually, I am flying home on Thanksgiving. I will be missing Orlando. I will be missing my grandson's birthday, which, we're going to celebrate on Thanksgiving Day. My parents are getting a little bit older, and holidays are very, very important to them, so I have to apologize to everybody for not being able to make Orlando. But I don't know that I'll have my parents next year for Thanksgiving, and so that's an important holiday for us, so I hope everybody forgives me. But I got you taken care of in Orlando, so don't worry about it. I've got some great guys down there. Jimmy and Harold has promised to spoil you special for my group down in Florida. We've got some great people down there, and I'm really going to miss meeting like Joe Minna and C.L. Osborne and a lot of those people down there. So I'm really going to hate that I miss them, but I promise you this, I'll make a special trip to Orlando after the first of the year and have a private session just with y'all. So if y'all will forgive me for the Thanksgiving holiday, I'll make up for it somewhere right after the first of the year.
Perfect.
Well, I was going to, I suggested to John that the reason you guys were going to spend so much extra time in Los Angeles because Harold wanted to go to Disneyland.
Sure. Get him some Mickey Mouse ears.
Oh, geez. Hey, that's the happiest place on earth. You kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. All right. So other than that, Cheryl, how about any other updates that you want to talk about? I know I just got an email saying that they are delivering, that my demo cars are in delivery. So that's really going to be a good way to track how long it takes.
Right. And it should take, I wouldn't think it would take longer than 10 days for that to arrive. In most cases, I know I had a gentleman the other night that completed his 100-gram contract, and he got his, I want to say it was toward mid last week. He lives in Canada. And it was toward the middle of last week, and his arrived yesterday. So it actually took less than a week for him to get his. And that was a 100-gram package. So, but yeah, one thing I do want to say, we've still got that incentive plan going for Bronze Supervisor. For those of you that have not taken the opportunity to take advantage of that incentive while it's still there, please do, because it's going to enable you to get credit for the 500 points and move you direct to Bronze Supervisor. And the reason I think that's real important, because after we come to a city near you, KB is going to be on steroids. It's going to be really exciting. I mean, I'm going through these hotels and casinos. I'm going to be like a mad woman because I'm going to see how many people I can sign up that's never heard of KB. And so I challenge you, if you want to come watch, I'm going to be doing it. So you know, I love talking to people, and so I may have to stand on a chair and get tall enough so everybody can hear me, but if they're within earshot, I'm going to talk to somebody about KB Vision. And that's the key. Let's get some excitement going. Let's get some people protected. And, you know, get them started on a savings plan. That's so important to me to share that message. Everybody needs a savings account. And what better savings account can you have than have gold in it? At this point in time, with the state of the economy, what's going on around the world, you know, what we're doing is a good thing. And I think we're blessing people. And so anyway, if they're within earshot, Cheryl's going to talk to them. I can promise you, y'all may get embarrassed before it's said and done, but I'm on a mission.
Well, I tell you what, Cheryl, I tell you what, since you're going to have Terry there with you, you might have a film crew following you around the casinos.
Well, that'll be fun.
Wouldn't it?
That'll be fun.
That'll attract some
attention. That's right. Hey, Cindy.
Yeah, I think there's going to probably be some more there, too, so. There may be a few cameras from what I hear.
Exactly. Cindy, before we get into the question, I want to read something that Boomer has here. And obviously he put it here so we would state it, because it's not going to do any good if it just sits there. But this is from Boomer, folks. He says, I'm requesting that you contact me if you're on Boomer's team. Please let me know if you're going to go to the event by going to Facebook and see event, KB Vision World Tour North America. I have booked meetings in Vancouver, BC, about 60 people expected, and Vegas, where we will have a Boomer team meeting on Sunday, November 20th. Other meetings with our team members will be booked, first come, first serve. Please respond to me at Facebook event above, what I just mentioned about let's see. Oh, and his Skype name, excuse me. His Skype name is Big Boomer Dan, all one word. Blessings and thank you. But I wanted to get that out because he wrote that in there obviously for us to announce. So, Cindy, to you.
All right. Well, it looks like we have another Cindy who has a question here. She says, I'm evaluating KB Vision and have several questions. First, who is Team 1? Will KB send a 1099 earnings statement? Where can the new presentation be viewed that Cindy mentioned? And can you give me an example of how to earn $1,000 a month consistently, because I'm having difficulty understanding the compensation plan? So,
4 questions. There's four questions to you there, Cheryl.
Who is Team 1?
Okay. Well, you've made a wise decision to evaluate KB Vision, in my opinion, because I honestly believe it is the perfect opportunity, the perfect product to absolutely get out there and share with your friends, relatives, and everybody that you know. Everybody needs a savings account. We need to be preparing for a rainy day. You know, we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring at any time. I read some statistics in the last few days that only 5% of Americans have a savings account. 5%.
Wow.
I saw a couple of weeks ago that the average person in the United States has saved $1,300. And, you know, and I don't know how big your family is or what your bills are, but $1,300 is not going to get me very far with the size of my family. And gas for all the kids and everything. So it doesn't last that long. So what we're doing, I think this program is a whole lot more than an opportunity to earn money. In my opinion, it's an opportunity to absolutely bless somebody's future, their children's future. It's generational wealth. And it's taking a stand in doing what's prudent and preparing for those times if something were to happen. It's insurance. And what greater insurance to have than gold? You know, it's inflation-proof, and it's a hedge against inflation. There's just so many advantages to owning gold, it's hard to even take up. You know, I could sit here for an hour and talk about it. But as far as who Team 1 is, Team 1, KB Vision is a company, or KB Edelmetall is a company that started 17 years ago in Germany. And I'm going to make this pretty quick. They were in the financial services industry, and they sold several different financial planning products, insurance products, a lot of different things. And back in about 2007, I think we all remember the bust in the economy, the credit crunch and the real estate markets. And then we started seeing 401ks, you know, start losing value, your IRAs, and a lot of different products there were losing value quickly. The stock markets were losing money. And the owner of KB Edelmetall, his name is Mike Kosheen. He, you know, and you got to think Germany too in the 30s and 40s when you see, you know, I know you've seen these pictures where they're out in the streets with wheelbarrows and they're loaded full of those Deutschmarks, and they're dumping the Deutschmarks out, burning them to stay warm because the wheelbarrow's worth more money than all that fiat cash, and their currency collapsed. And during that time in Germany where there was no currency, you could actually go buy a house for 5 grams of gold. Gold has always been money. It has been for 6,000 years. It's the ultimate form of protection, financial protection that you can have. And so anyway, the people that had gold during that time survived a whole lot better. They were a whole lot better off than the ones that did not have it. But anyway, Mike Kosheen saw that, and he wanted to do something to protect his clients and his customer base. So he started delving into the gold markets. He bought a couple of mines in Turkey. First 3 years, you know, I always have to say this, the first 3 years they're exploration only. He's not even to the point now that he's even applied for a digging license there. But he does have another mine in Ukraine that they do have, I believe it's 90-something% mining rights on that mine itself. They are taking ore out of there. And the more you learn about KB, even though we've got the mines and we've got the rights to the mine in the Ukraine, we're not even using our own ore. We don't have to. We've got a unique patent-pending process where we can take tailings and extract more gold out of that waste that's been set aside. We can, extract somewhere between anywhere from 2 to 40 grams per ton that's been sitting there in sludge or whatever. We can take that waste and turn back around and capture more gold out of it. And if you really get into, you start studying the gold market, there's tailings. They're in unlimited supply. Most environmentalists, because they have used caustic chemicals, just taking care of, you know, these companies, the liability of having that around is the monetary part of it is outrageous. So KB has developed some programs where they can take those tailings off their hands and extract more gold, and that's what we're doing. We're producing about 50,000 1-gram cards a day right now. We have the ability to produce 500,000 cards per day by using that simple method. Projection-wise, I don't think we're even going to have to use our ore until probably somewhere between 5 to 10 years down the road. So that's, if that gives you any kind of an idea of the tailings that are available out there, there's, you know, we don't have a problem there. But anyway, Mike did this. He also bought a refinery. and that's where they developed that extraction technique. So by owning the mines, the refinery, the distribution arm, the mint, and everything, he was able to roll this program out. They operated it very successfully for 3 years between Australia, Switzerland, and Germany, and it was time for the global rollout. And then that is where Harold Seitz walks in the door. They've been business partners for 25 years. Harold wanted to take the company global. Mike, an incredible mind, an incredible visionary, but he doesn't do internet. He likes face-to-face, nose-to-nose type direct sales. Harold wanted to take it to an e-commerce version. So that's what KB Vision's about. There's 25 companies under the umbrella of the KB Group. KB Vision's one of them. We are the e-commerce portion or the distribution arm that will go globally. We're live in about, 45 countries right now. Cindy, I know you count them, but I think we're live in about 47 countries, and by the end of next year we hope to be live in 194 countries. So we launched in the United States in February of this year. We've absolutely the most incredible group of people that you can possibly imagine within our team. Team 1 was actually formed by Jimmy Larson, which was the gentleman from Denmark. He was approached to speak to or bring this program to the English-speaking nations. And Team 1, Jimmy did build a website. It's got a lot of marketing things in there, a lot of information in the back. But that's what Team 1 is. Jimmy started that. It is a free website for you to use. All you have to do is contact your sponsor, and they will get you set up with a Team 1 website. And it's a great marketing tool. If you're marketing internationally, it's available in 17 different languages. So it's a great tool to have. It doesn't cost you anything out of your pocket, but it keeps you informed and in tune with what's going on around out there. Jimmy will be on the tour. He is the founder and the creator of Team 1, and we're also the biggest team in the world, and we're for KB Vision right now. So anyway, that's a little bit about the background and why Team 1 was formed. The company itself, KB, being an international company, only domestic companies, send out a 1099. You will need to file, it is your responsibility to file foreign income expense. We do not talk about tax laws and give legal advice there. I would suggest you get with your trusted financial person that you use, or your tax attorney, your accountant, whatever, to ask those questions on how you do that. We try to steer clear of that legal advice and tax advice because we are not professionals, but you can go right to them and they'll show you how to report your earnings there. How do you give an example on how to earn $1,000 a month consistently? The compensation plan is very unique. It's an affiliate program. It's not an MLM. It's a true affiliate program. What I would suggest doing is Lloyd Merrifield has created a really simple format to help you understand that. If you were to go to, Lloyd, help me out, I think it's kbvisionintro.com. That's kbvisionintro.com. He has got some information there on the compensation plan. Another thing, if you really want to get into details with it, log into your back office, go over the General tab, and where it says Downloads, click on that link, and your compensation plan's there in detail. It's once you get it's hard to understand it, right? It took me about 2 weeks to get it, and but once you understand it, it is absolutely phenomenal. It has a true affiliate payout for people that you refer. It has residual income. So if you wanted to compare that to the insurance industry, it's like getting some up front and then building that pipeline of that residual income. But KB does it even better because they've got bonus pools, which is similar to profit sharing, that they share with each of us. So, you know, don't make it difficult. Take each section. Take the cab bonus. You know, learn how to get that cab bonus, then take that residual. You're going to earn cab on the first 50 grams in a purchase plan. Residual income starts on the second 50 grams of a 100-gram agreement if someone chooses a purchase plan. But anyway, those bonus pools really add up. We're loving those. And but anyway, it's a great program. It's really designed, no matter what your strengths and weaknesses are. The compensation plan, I think, you know, somebody that is used to selling insurance and can only see that, they can take this program and make a fortune with it. They will probably build wide to a certain point and build that pipeline up, and that's fine. But for those that really want to maximize this plan, there are a few having 3 legs of volume, you know, building. And, you know, we're trying to suggest to people to build a 3x9. You know, if you go get your 3 people and you teach them to get 3 people and so on and so on, it's going to be hard to get out of the way of earning the money. It's really going to be hard. Because this is a great program. It's the easiest program I've ever seen to market in my life, and especially if you got a demo card in your hand. If you pull one of these out, and I know this is not the new one. I haven't ordered mine yet. I haven't had time, so I hope they bring some. But once you've got one of these in your hand, and we've got people that go out to restaurants. They go out to, you know, different places, and they accidentally, on purpose, instead of pulling out a credit card or a debit card, they hand them this, and they look at it and they're like, what is that? And the next question is, how do I get one? So this is the easiest marketing tool you've ever seen in your life. It's 999.9 pure gold. It's certified by the Swiss government. It's considered a carrot bar, which is our new trademark name for the Kina bar feature, or the hologram, which is the security device on it. And but anyway, I hope I answered most of your questions there. I know I talked for a long time, so I hope I covered most of them.
You know what, also, Cindy, if you go to that tab, that mykbgold.us, right below the chat box, there is a compensation tab, and there's an affiliate tab. Both of those go into the compensation in detail, and with videos and with tables to make it a little, you know, if you have to look at it a little bit better to understand it. And it does take a while to understand. In regards to the presentation that I mentioned before, we do it live every Wednesday evening at kbgoldevents.com, and that's 10 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday evenings. There is, on mykbgold.us, under the More tab, recorded videos and recorded calls. We do have a recording one. It was a little bit older presentation, but it has all the information that you would need. A lot of what Cheryl just got through saying to you is on that recorded video. So we do have some of them recorded, or simply come live on Wednesday evenings.
Right. The other thing, Cindy, let me mention that the new site, KB Vision Videos, plural, videos.com, great place for getting your education, and great first exposure also. Let me go to a question that Bob has here. Cheryl, how long should it take to get gold? I ordered it on 10th of October. I got my debit cards yesterday. I thought the gold would have been here by now as well.
Bob, you know, I don't know how to answer that, because have you got your email? You should have had an email with tracking information in it. I know this week a lady was the same thing. Hers was sent out, but she did not look at the tracking information. They had skipped that email. And we went back and tracked it, and they had actually tried to deliver it, and there was nobody home. And she was able to catch it before it went back to Germany. Oh, and wow. Anyway, she set up for delivery yesterday. but look for that email in there, and because there will be some, they will send out a delivery notice on that. And I know they also, that they had some packaging, something with the packaging that they put the demo cards in. And I know that they didn't get as many of them, or they didn't show up like they were supposed to, the packaging. So they were holding off, I know, on some of the packaging arriving. But I know they started shipping out cards last week, so you should have an email. If not, contact me, and I will definitely go to corporate, see what I can find out for you. But you should have had an email by now.
And Bob, I probably ordered mine back that far. Whenever we were first able to order it is when I ordered it, and I got the email saying that there was a problem with the packaging, and then I just got the email giving me my tracking number. So a question with that, Cheryl, then I am assuming it is a signature is required.
Absolutely.
Okay. So that's good to know.
A signature is required on all gold deliveries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah,
Cheryl,
but you should have that.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Bob said that he didn't get an email. I don't know if you covered that or not. I was reading something else when you were speaking.
Yeah, just send me that little envelope right above my head there. That one, yeah. You can point better than I can, John. Just send me an email on that, Bob, or you can Skype me, either one, and I will check that out for you when they come into the office. They of course, they're gone right now. They're sleeping. But about 1 o'clock Central, my time, is when they come in. And if I've got anything that I need to talk with them about, I normally try to get them first thing in the morning. And that way they can handle it while you're sleeping. They're getting everything handled. So just send me an email and we'll find out.
All right, Christian has a good question here. What is the compensation after the 100-gram agreement is completed? Is it still based on the residual income compensation?
Yes, it is. That goes on and on and on forever. As long as they're purchasing gold, you're going to get your residual, percentages each and every month, every time they order. So that's true. And plus, the customer, after that 100 grams, they get to go into that preferred customer mode, and they're going to get 3% better pricing on the gold that they're buying. So, once that's completed, that's just getting to the party, because then you're actually getting to the point where you can receive that discount on gold. And that's the goal that we all shoot for, is to get to that point where we're a preferred customer.
Excellent. All right, folks. Any more questions?
Cheryl, I have a question that I noticed on October the 10th. No, on October the 28th. Forgive me. A newsletter was sent out from KB, and it was about free delivery. When is free delivery possible? I'm reading my other screen over here. Number one-time purchase upon the completion of 100-gram gold cards, and purchase plan upon 200 grams. Is that how that works? So once you're on the purchase plan and it says 200 grams, that's free delivery?
Right.
Okay.
Yep, they changed it on me. I've actually argued that. I'm still not over the arguing on that.
Okay.
I'm still not over it. but guess what we're going to be talking about next week. No, and that when they partnered with G4S, of course, is very professional. They're very well known, and they're the best there is as far as getting gold delivered securely to your door, as well as the insurance, all of that, because KB has a private insurance policy on every gold delivery that goes out. They do not use the carrier's insurance whatsoever. It's a private policy that protects you and keeps that purchase private as well. But once they partnered with G4S, and a lot of this is moving fast forward, it's all better for us in the long run, instead of waiting for the old method that they used, which would take quite a bit longer to get those gold shipments and everything. They understood that we needed, this to happen quicker when somebody wanted their gold. And so they did partner with G4S, which is a good thing. They're recognized by the World Gold Council. They have access to vaults in and around the entire world. All of those are good things, but the price dramatically increased. So prior to G4S, at 100 grams, it was delivered, period.
Okay.
Once G4S entered the picture, they had to redo the numbers. They can do it. Of course, they've got more of a margin on the one-time purchases than they do on the purchase plans, because they are paying out a pretty hefty, very hefty commission on those purchase plans. But the truth is, and I look at it both ways, I'd like to have free delivery too. I fussed, and I've actually got a few of them done, that had already purchased that 100 grams. It is what it is. The truth is, even the shipping on it, it's not that expensive for 100 grams. I mean, I think it's like 30 euros or something. It's in the back office. I don't have it pulled up right now. But it's not that expensive for the insurance and everything and the international shipment, straight to your door, signed for. I'd always rather have something free. So, we'll continue to talk about that as time goes by. But it is what it is. I don't get to make the rules. I get to fuss about them sometimes, but I don't get to make them.
Well, Cheryl, that must have been a real vision when you said, I fussed about it. So.
Yeah, they love me.
I could just see you fussing there. What do you got, Cindy? Anything else in the chat?
Cindy said I just clicked on that envelope above Cheryl, and the box pops up fine. You might want to try that again. She wanted your email because she said the envelope box is not opening.
Well, Cindy, that's basically it's a method of the person who's clicking on it, their email application opening up.
Actually.
So everybody's individual, and Cindy, Cheryl, Cindy was asking that if you could announce an email address that she could communicate with you, or give her the Skype, perhaps, however you want to do that. However you want to do that.
My email is usa.kbgold@gmail.com. My Skype name is Cherylanne. That's CHERYLANNE.Gober. That's GOB as in boy, ER.
So that's usa.kbgold@gmail, correct? Good. Okay. Thank you.
Right.
Go ahead, Cindy.
Okay. Christian is asking, can you explain the world bonus pools?
Yeah. It may take 30 minutes to do it.
It's got another half hour here.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. If it's too long, just if you can do it briefly, because we've only got about 10 more minutes here.
Yeah. Christian, go to your back office. Mouse over that general tab, and then down to downloads, and pull up that compensation plan. It will go into detail, but the bonus pools are a form of profit sharing. There's actually 2 global bonus pools. One of them is the KB Vision pool, and you can start earning shares in that pool by having 5,000 points in one line and 1,000 points in your open lines, or a combination of other lines. So it's a real easy entry into those bonus pools. It's pretty accessible. The other bonus pool is the gold pool, and there you have to have 9,000 points in 3 legs, and then you could actually start receiving gold. Christian, I know you're going to be at that meeting. I believe you're going to be in LA or Vegas. Can't remember which one, but I know you're going to be out there. And, let's spend some time together But guys, hang on to your seats. There's going to be some announcements, some incentives popping up that I'm telling you, jaw dropping. They're going to be fun. I can't wait. It's the reason I'm going to be running around those hotels and casinos signing up everybody I can.
I'll tell you what, folks. Again, at the very, very bottom center, you'll see the little white lettering, mykbgold.us. Click on that. That'll take you right to the information site, and click on affiliate. And Christian, there is a video there, and if you go near the bottom, the global bonus pool is explained. So there's another method to learn. Cindy, what do we got? Anything?
I do not see any more questions, so folks, you got your last chance to ask a question or make a comment before we wrap this up. I know Cheryl's got a lot on her plate right now, and obviously
I'll tell you what, Cindy. I'll tell you what. Since we have a minute or two here, let's poll the audience, and Cherylanne will love this too. I'm going to open up the polling. Okay, let's see. Yes, no. Okay, folks, if you're intending to go to one of the tour meetings, the U.S. tour meetings, click on yes. Otherwise, click on no if something's in your way, but let's see where your intentions are. And Cherylanne, that gives you a good indication of where the audience is. Do you see it, Cheryl? You have to have the attendees open at the very, very top to see all that. But lots of greens. Lots of green lights. All right. We have something else that just popped in here? Let me look.
Yeah, one more question, John. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Take it.
Ishmael says, what are the max individual weight denominations per card, and what if a person wants to purchase more than 100-gram units? Cheryl, are you muted?
Yeah, no, she's not. Her lips aren't moving. Cheryl, can you hear us? Cheryl? Knock, knock. I don't think she's frozen, is she? Maybe she is. I thought I saw her. Okay.
I don't see her moving.
I don't either. Well, let's see if we can answer this.
You can absolutely purchase more than 100 grams. You can purchase, really as much as you want, but they're not in 100-gram units per card. They're in 1 gram.
Yeah, Cheryl, you need a refresh here. Let's see, I guess she could read this. You're frozen. The other thing about this question, Cindy, is he's asking if a person wants to purchase more than 100-gram units. And let's make sure that you understand that there is no 100-gram unit, and you're talking about 100 1-gram cards.
Cards.
Exactly right. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay, we think you're back now, Cheryl.
Good. Cheryl's back with us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cheryl, go ahead. Ask that again, Cindy, so Cheryl could answer the first part of that.
Okay. Ishmael asked, what are the max individual weight denominations per card?
Right now is the 1-gram cards. They will be introducing the 2.5 and the 5-gram cards in the not-so-distant future, or in the near future, I should say. But right now, the maximum weight on the card is 1 gram, and you can purchase as many as you want. Our largest order to date is 2.3 million euro worth of 1-gram cards.
Wow.
1-gram cards. That's a lot of groceries.
That's a lot of groceries.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of houses.
Big family. Yep.
No doubt.
A big family.
Well, I tell you what, I don't see any other questions coming in. So, Cheryl, would you like to kind of do a little wrap here, or anything that you want the audience to know?
Yep. Well, just, show up. Come meet us. have some fun with us. We're going to be out. We can't wait to see you. I know that we're going to be doing some brainstorming sessions. Boomer, I don't know if that's just for your team that you're doing, but I promise you guys, don't feel left out. If you're on my team, we're going to have fun. We'll go find us a place and we'll sit and brainstorm. Yeah, well, lucky girl. No, but we're going to have fun out there, and I know Boomer, he said his team and stuff. This, look just like you and John do each and every week. You make yourselves available for the entire team. It's generic, and so I want everybody to know that we're all working together. We're all going to reach out and help each other. The one thing that's made us successful is that family atmosphere, and I want to keep that going. I want to keep that going for everybody, because we're only helping ourselves. Those global bonus pools, it doesn't matter which line it comes from. That's the worldwide sales. So we want to encourage everybody and lift everybody up. And so I'm there for you, and I know Boomer is too. I was just picking on him a little bit. But, come on out, meet Boomer. Joe, big football player, maybe he'll give you his autograph. And Andy Morbitzer, throw some popcorn at him, whatever we have to do. But we're going to have a good time. And, so it's going to be a big fun. But I do want to encourage everybody to get as many people as you can to these meetings. There's going to be some information that is passed along that's going to be very important. And we say this a lot. This is where leaders are born. So if you're very serious about building your business and being part of KB, I'm going to encourage you to do everything in your power to get to one of these cities and come here, the past, the present, the future of KB. Get to know people one-on-one, and let us help you build your organization. It's unlimited what you can do, but this is where, this is the beginning for a lot of people. We need more leaders. Our group is huge, and we need some people stepping up and doing some more video presentations and stuff, because I think after this tour you're going to see several of us be on the road more often and holding those events, face-to-face events. And so anyway, everybody's going to have a different focus, but it's going to be some exciting information, some information you will not want to miss. You'll want to be right there, the part of everything as it's happening. And we're also going to keep people informed through the Skype rooms at least once a day of the happenings. Our Facebook page, which is KB Vision Worldwide /Team1. We're going to update there. I'll be posting some pictures there if you can't make it. I mean, that is if you cannot make it. I'm going to encourage you to get there. But I know sometimes things happen. And if that's the situation, don't feel left out. I'm going to be putting some pictures up on that Facebook page. We'll probably use the Sunday night format where Andy and I do our little presentation on Sunday evenings. I'll probably use that format on Sunday evenings to update the team, as well as record it, make it available in the Skype rooms, make it available on Facebook, because I don't want anybody to be left out. And, you're all important to me. I don't want anyone left out, so I'll do whatever I can to make you feel a part of what's going on.
Very good. All right, well, I think that's a wrap for next week. Actually, the next 2 weeks, or is it the next 3 weeks?
It's going
John,
to be
we've got the 10th, the 17th, and the 24th, because normally, on Thursday afternoons we would be doing our Q&A session. The 11th. Excuse me, the 10th and the 17th, we will be doing an overview in this time slot. So we'll still have this time slot open for anybody who wants to be here, but it will be the overview. And of course, on the 24th, which is Thanksgiving, there will be no broadcast. And again, Wednesday evenings is the live overview as well. We'll continue on with that. And that'll take care of it for this month.
Cheryl, as always, you look gorgeous, and what was it, last week? No, the week before you said, I don't know how I'm going to last 3 weeks with 25 pounds of luggage.
50. I don't know how
if you
they
figured that out yet.
No. How do you get 50 pounds of luggage for a woman traveling for 3 weeks? I mean, shoes. I guess I'm limited to 3 pairs of shoes and wearing everything over and over. But
yeah,
that's
guys
okay.
do it.
That's okay.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
You will be loved.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Anyway.
On behalf
Cheryl,
of John
thank you
Alfiers
very
and
much.
Cherylanne Gober, and this is Cindy Belmonte in Simi Valley, California. Thank you, everyone, for taking your time to be here today, and look forward to seeing you in person in Los Angeles if that's where you're going to be. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Cheryl. Thanks, Cindy.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
guys. Can't wait to see ya.
You bet.